Hello everyone, I'm Joshua Gillespie and welcome back to the Muppet Show Vlogs. We are moving right along to our next episode with guest star Candice Bergen. The story is... You know what? This is the story.
Are you Kermit the Frog?
Of course I am.
Wire for you. Letter for you. Notes for you. Yeah, and that was the punch.
No, Fozzie, this is the punch.
That's all it is. So what do I like about this episode? Well, I like the running gag. Even though it's not really a story, I mean, it still builds up and has a punchline at the end. I guess if you wanted to say anything, it's Fozzie is getting more and more ridiculous until finally he goes a little too overboard and it ends up hitting him in the face with a pie. Now that's something interesting. This episode and the Sandy Duncan episode before it both feature Fozzie doing something to Kermit that irritates him, and the character, or I guess Sandy Duncan in that case, getting hit in the face with a pie. Cool. Now on to Candice Bergen. The song Look at That Face. This is one of my favorite musical numbers of all the first season. I just love it. I love how silly Candice acts. I love the ending with Animal. Speaking of Candice, her interaction with Kermit is a lot of fun, and it shows what her profession is, which is photography. And again, it has a great ending that's hilarious.
I don't know. I've tasted better.
Kermit, he ate my camera.
You're lucky. Last week he ate the guest.
Also, Miss Piggy has a really good song. It's called What Now My Love. Now the first time I heard this song, it was on a CD, and in audio form, it just doesn't work. I get that the backup singers are getting louder and louder, but it just doesn't work the same way it does when you see it. But my favorite part of this episode is Ruff the Dog's song, It's Not Where You Start.
Cream of the crop. It's not where you start, it's where you finish. And I'm gonna finish.
Ralph, listen, Kermit says you sang the song too quick. You're gonna have to sing it again, but you only have a minute, okay?
All right. Here we go.
This is so perfect. I just love every song Rolf. I love everything Rolf does in the first season of The Muppet Show. It's just amazing. And this is no different.
Outrun the favorite, all he needs is the guts. I'm gonna do it, the final.
But of course, there are some things about this episode that I didn't like. For one, there's no real story. Yeah, the running gags are funny, but it's not really anything. It's just sort of one big joke. Also, there is very little of Statler and Waldorf in this episode. They make one comment at the very beginning, and then they're just sort of gone. But there is kind of an explanation at the very end.
I think I ought to see a doctor.
Well, why do you say that?
I'm beginning to like the show.
But even with those problems, this is still just another great episode. Lots of funny moments. Even though there's not much of a story, it's still funny what happens. The look at that face. Candice just does a great job interacting with the Muppets. It's just definitely one worth checking out.
I find in no book what I find when I look. Animal, that does not look like her. I told you to paint her.
Oh, thank you.
What I find when I look at her.
Kermit.